I'd like to get some photos today, because like photos of us here, photo with Paul, just because we need photos for. At the moment, I'm doing all of the thumbnails for the YouTube stuff on fucking Sora.
Yeah,
because we don't have any images.
I'll give you a thumbnail for every episode. I gave you I put the bloody thumbnail. No. I swear to God.
You haven't given it to me as a separate file.
Oh, well, you never asked. It's always the first frame of the bloody video.
To upload to YouTube, this shows your age.
Look, 2 thumbnails.
Right, but I need that as a separate file to add into YouTube. Have you ever uploaded anything to YouTube?
There you go.
Yeah, but I need that.
Uploaded anything
I need
to
that
YouTube?
as a separate thumbnail file.
Yeah, you do for YouTube. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not sending me that, are you? So I'm having to create shit ones on Sora.
No, don't.
It
needs our faces in them as well.
I hope you're recording this, Paul. This is brilliant outtakes.
What are you talking about? This is episode 2.
No, episode 2 is
6. What?
Yes. No, episode 6 is the. No, it's not the waitress, Paul.
Oh no, it's not going past the waitress. No.
It's the jobs.
The jobs, 10 jobs.
The jobs that are most likely to be replaced. Now, you've put this on your.
I asked ChatGPT.
Yeah, I didn't because
you thought you'd use your brain.
Yeah, I thought I'd use my brain.
What did your brain come up with? And
now,
this is
my brain. No.
GPT.
All my brain did was to put it into Google.
That's the same bloody thing, isn't it? You end up with Gemini giving you shit.
Yeah, to be fair. But then I clicked onto a website.
So you didn't think at all, you basically said, give me the answer to my question.
It kind of gave me the same answers that I predicted. Now, we've spoken about this before. You didn't predict it,
you didn't do any thinking, you just put it into Google.
No, but that's what normal people do.
What, put it into Google?
Yeah. And then they talk through, I've got my list. An ad.
Do you want me to give you the first top one that ChatGPT said was going to go?
What did ChatGPT say is the number 1?
Can I just do these as 10 because it makes a nice reel?
Yeah.
So the top jobs that ChatGPT says are going to disappear are customer service reps, data entry clerks, telemarketers, paralegals, bookkeepers, translators, graphic designers, copywriters. The last 2, I have to say, absolutely kill me because that's the end of my career, are video editors and recruiters. And I was both of those. So I'm dead, basically. That's what ChatGPT said are the 10 top 10
Bring on the bus.
I am going to drive a bus.
So I had Google, this particular website pretty much threw up the same thing. Now,
I had retail. It's a conspiracy, and actually, it's all being driven by one big AI.
Imagine. I think this list is quite old. One that I mean, obviously, one of these is copy editors, proofreaders, and copy editors. Now, my list doesn't say copywriters.
Oh, mine did. ChatGPT has already determined your downfall.
Chatting bollocks. I prefer my list because my list doesn't put me out of a job. But proofreaders and copy editors, I also have a big issue with.
Yeah.
Because a human will determine who the audience is. If the person has written it in anger, written it from a bad place, not quite nailed the tone. A machine won't do that. A machine will pick up on vocabulary, spelling errors, punctuation, all the basics. It will pick up on those things. Great for that, but it won't understand how. If a proofreader knows the writer and knows the audience, which is the triangle you have to complete as a proofreader, the machine won't know those things. No. It won't do the job as well. Yeah. In terms of copy, well, we've all got our own opinions on copy because LinkedIn's and most social is now full and littered with AI shite that people are now getting a bit wise to.
I think the difference for me is feeling, because the machine doesn't feel. And so you're right. I mean, some of my best posts ever have come out of, and the ones that went viral, and the ones that people have felt the emotion and associate themselves feeling the same thing has come out when I've produced something from the heart. I made a video about, this is pre my ADHD diagnosis, and I made a video about having no friends. And it was, and people, I was absolutely astounded because I was nervous about posting that video. This is going back quite a few years.
I think it was about 6 years ago, 2019.
It was 2019. I was really nervous about posting it because I thought people are just going to think I'm a twat. And I literally had I mean, hundreds of thousands of people say, I mean, it had like 30,000 likes. I can't remember how many comments on this thing from all over the world. I got interviewed by Radio Taiwan and all sorts of stuff because it literally just went around the world of people going, yeah, me too, basically, which absolutely blew me over. But AI would never be able to write that content. No. Only a human can write that content because it comes from somewhere here and I feel something and I portray it in a way that allows other people to feel that as well. That's where decent content comes from. And I would go back to our conversation about TV, about any form of content that is produced on the internet right now, is it lacks emotion. And it also lacks passion. We used to make rant videos. When something pissed us off, we used to make rant videos and we would be quite vociferous about making sure that our point came across because we were angry about something. Anger is an emotion. People can also feel that anger and they will join in with it. Some people will disagree, that's fine, but others won't. They'll say, yeah, no, I'm angry too.
I thought you were going to break the chair there. By the way, Mark still has no friends.
I don't. No,
this is purely a business arrangement.
Yeah, we don't see each other from one podcast episode to the next.
No, we never speak.
I mean, mostly because Andy really, he couldn't stomach it, to be honest. I'm hard work. So
yeah.
He goes away for a bit of a reprieve.
Put him on a limit.
Honestly, the amount of scotch that's consumed after a podcast episode in your house, Jesus Christ. I've had to spend 2 hours with him.
And then drive all the way home.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get home from these podcasts absolutely exhausted. No. Like properly done.
Imagine how my wife feels.
Yeah, I know. The other one that done me a little bit, and this comes back to something you said on a previous episode about when you go into a shop and you have to do the auto till stuff. Retail cashiers are going to be completely wiped out.
Yeah.
Like, I did
the cashier at the BP garage out of a job this morning when we filled up with fuel because I was waiting in the queue, got frustrated, not quick enough, went to the machine and went pump 4, boof. So that's someone who was, unemployed for that transaction. But you see it all the time in Tesco's and all the rest of it. You're right, absolutely right. And they are horrible because every single bloody time I go to one of those things, the little red light goes off and what do you have to do? Wait for a bloody human to come and make sure that your bag of potatoes weighs 3 kilos. It's just,
I wasn't happy with retail cashiers. As an ex-retailer, and I've been watching retail parks around my way actually getting a lot busier, which is annoying for parking, but it's good for retail. It's great that people are getting out to the shops and enjoying being, whether they enjoy it or not actually, because it might be hell. But I am an ex-retailer, so I was a little bit...
But it's you take that to the extreme. And okay, look, we've gone for Amazon is the biggest shop in the world, and it is really, really easy. If you buy something early enough in the morning, it arrives before 10 o'clock at night, and all the rest of it. You don't have to. That's the problem, though. You don't have to leave your house. So we are isolating ourselves more and more and more with all of this technology. Retail wasn't just about going to the shop to buy the washing machine. No. It was to go. You went to the coffee shop first of all, or you went to have a look at the washing machine together as a couple. You went to the cafe to have a cup of coffee to decide which washing machine you were going to buy, and you used to go back. So it was an experience, and we've killed that experience these days. And it is all about human connection and communication. And now it's a click of a button. So I think going back to our first episode, that was one thing that was better 30 years ago.
What?
Getting out of the damn house.
Yeah.
And going out to have to do... I mean, okay, admittedly, the big shop, I think we discussed that on a previous episode. I wouldn't want to do that in all, a month of Sundays. No, thank you very much.
But you're right about the experience, because and I think that's probably the part of retail that will survive. And a lot of these big retail outlets like Blue Water for me and Lakeside, which is obviously Essex, they've changed it from a shopping centre to an all-round day entertainment centre. You've got everything there now. So you could go there and spend an entire day there and not even go in a shop.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. And that's what retail outlets are being forced to do.
Yeah.
They're being forced to focus on the experience so people actually want to go there, even if they don't spend any money on stuff. Fast food and restaurant frontline workers. So you walk into a restaurant and you're met with a robot. And then you go and sit down and the waitress, we're not going to make this episode about the waitress, that is a robot.
Yes.
The person that serves you at the bar, well, it's all automated at the bar. So you've just got a tablet and you choose your drink and then maybe a robot brings your drink out or a machine of some description drops off. Again, is that going to make you want to go back to that restaurant?
I mean, I think that's... slowly happening already, isn't it? Because you go into McDonald's now. I mean, I go rarely. You go into McDonald's now. I did actually the other day because I was on the road, and you have to have a sausage and egg McMuffin when you're. It's the law. But it's the machine, isn't it? So you're tabbing on the big screens, and then so they must have killed off a lot of people. I mean, I remember McDonald's in Croydon back in the day, and there was probably 50 assistants there taking orders from these massive queues of people. That's all gone now. Yeah. So jobs have already gone through automation, and I think the next stage will be. There will be a robot cooking it, and because it's such a definitive process. Flip burger after 2 minutes, and put fries in for 3. All that stuff. They've got the machines with the beeps on them, haven't they? So they, that stuff can be easily automated. And I'd argue now that there is no customer service at places like McDonald's anyway, because all you do, you do put your order in on the machine, and then the next thing you hear from a human being is 42, and you go and collect 42.
That's Beryl.
And that's the only interaction you have with a human being, isn't it? Some whippersnapper screaming 42 at you.
So this comes back to our point about, we spoke about this a while ago. AI is great for the things that don't require any form of human emotional connection. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but there's lots of things that people are using it for that do require emotional human connection. And one thing that isn't on that list, but when I was listening to my favourite morning radio station, which is Kiss, and I listened to...
that dates you, doesn't it? Jesus. Are you still listening to Kiss?
Yeah. That was proper modern now.
Jeez.
They're not the cowboy outfit.
No, that was the issue, that you're still listening to something that's proper modern. At the age of 40-something. I mean, God, you're down with the kids.
Right, anyway. So I listened to
Radio
Kiss.
4.
Yeah, well, that says it all, doesn't it? And Jordan and Perry are the morning guys. So they are, you remember the dance group Diversity that won Britain's Got Talent? Yeah. So Jordan and Perry are from Diversity.
Well, they've come down a bit.
They've got banter. Not our level banter,
right,
but they've got serious banter. And me and my son listen to them every morning on the school run. And they read off a top 50, and they were picking out jobs from the top 50.
Was DJs in there?
Radio DJs was in the top 10.
Yeah.
And I said to Jake, my son, the moment I get wind that it's not them, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone to Heart, or I'm gone to radio. I'll never go to Radio 4. I might as well just die at that point. But I would be gone in a heartbeat if I knew it wasn't them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the banter. And the machines can't replicate the
just
banter.
Out of principle. I'd be gone out of principle.
So coming back to the McDonald's thing, though, so I still think we've lost... So, all right, speed and efficiency. I mean, probably profitability for McDonald's has gone up as a result of not having to employ all these human beings.
Because they needed an extra few billion.
Of course they did, yeah. But it was the bits that you don't notice that you suddenly realise have gone. So when you're... I mean, God, if I was in my... teens and early 20s, and I fancied the girl who was behind the McDonald's counter, I would have probably tried a line and made her smile, and that would have been...
Hold on. As if McDonald's was around when you were in your 20s.
It was actually.
Did you see that? That was a look of... He was hurt with that comment.
And I might have tried a line, and as a customer, I thought, I might be in there. I'd probably go back tomorrow. To see if she was on. So, but that's all gone because I can't try a line with the machine because it just is. No. I mean, and who's going to really try a line with 42? You're not even going to. It's not going to go there, are you? So no. I think there is still emotional, human connection that we've lost as a result of that. Because I mean, I'm proving my point, aren't I? Because how do people meet people nowadays? Online. They don't meet people at the cashier station at McDonald's anymore.
How did you meet your wife?
Online.
I met mine online. Nearly 17 years ago. You had to pay you had to pay for it back then. Not that.
Are we talking about?
No, you had to. No, not that.
Lindsay's literally just dropped you right in it there.
I paid 45 quid for 3 months. Cheap. No, listen. I paid 45 quid for 3 months subscription to Match.com back in the day when Match was new, right? And I met her after about a week. So I basically wasted 2 months subscription. She paid 15 quid. She signed up to Match.com on a drunken night with her mate. And her mate was basically winking blokes Lynn's weren't even looking at it.
Say that again.
Lynn's
She was doing what to blame?
She was winking.
Winking.
Because you can wink people, right?
Right, wink.
Lynn's weren't even looking. She was too busy.
She was winking and not looking.
Yeah, no, Lynn's weren't even winking.
Oh my God, where are we going?
A mate basically turned around. A mate turned around and went, "Oh, he's nice. He's got nice glasses." Wink. So me being the desperate human that I was at the time, I was like, "Oh my God, someone fancies me." So I picked up this wink, started messaging,
Please,
and Lynn's has kind of gone with it.
Wink.
Lynn's has gone with it, and then nearly 17 years later, here we are. I got lucky.
You must have been quite early doors for Match.com.
Totally early
You
doors.
were what do they call them? Early adopter. Were you?
Yeah. Funnily enough, no, I won't go down.
I mean,
that
you've
road.
lasted 17 years, so it's obviously, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, this podcast might end it, to be fair.
Well, now that we know that she winks for 45 quid, I mean,
I'm not quite sure that's how I put it.
Maybe I'd advise Lynn's not to listen to episode 6. It's probably not a good idea. It might end up in some sort of marital.
There's a big one here.
Well,
We glossed over it because you did your top 10 list
Yes.
to turn it into a reel.
Yes.
And it was in there.
Was
and
it?
it's on my list as well.
What is it?
My hugely outdated list because I only used Google and not ChatGPT.
I mean, I think that's probably naive because it's probably still the one big AI. But anyway,
still
go on.
the same thing. Customer service representatives.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the emotion you go into situations where you need to speak to a customer service? Their job. Lynn's was in customer service for years, and it's the best. She was the best at it because she's able to diffuse situations really. And because she's not that, when I was dealing with it, when I was a manager in retail and I get an irate customer come in, I literally just wanted to punch him in the face. Like, to the point where my customer service team, they were like, it is a last resort getting Andy across to deal with this twat. Because if this person speaks to Andy the way they've just spoke to me, there's going to be a kickoff, mega kickoff. I had no tolerance for it. Lynn's is the opposite. She's like, they can call me what they want. My job is to diffuse this situation and get them satisfied.
She was very professional.
Absolutely. I was totally the opposite. But that is what customers say. Imagine someone going into any type of place, a retailer, ringing up somewhere, and the only option is to speak to a robot.
But that is the case online, isn't it? The first thing you ever come across is the chatbot.
And the frustration that causes, though.
It's mad. And this is so the irony for me. I was having this conversation with someone the other day, and the irony that someone spends, let's say, 3 million quid annually on their marketing, and the first thing they present a potential customer with is a shit chatbot. Why the hell are you spending 3 million quid on just funneling your potential customer to shitty AI that was just going to piss them off? Have you noticed how our language on these episodes has got a lot worse?
We've upped our game.
Why would you do it? And I think it's because a lot of people, we are obviously in a big transition period, but I think there's a lot of bosses out there who hear that the world is going AI. And so the instruction from on high in the glass ceilinged office or whatever it is use AI. So people are using AI just to placate the boss, to say, yeah, we used AI for this. Little do they know that it's actually being incredibly detrimental to their business, because they are using it for things they shouldn't bloody well use it for. Yes, data entry, those mundane process-driven stuff, absolutely. Interaction with potential customers. What a dumb idea is that? Where emotion is involved. So, I'm excited. I want to buy something. You imagine the 30 questions it's going to find out until it finds out which thing you want to buy. Or I'm pissed off because this didn't work well. And 25. You're just going to be so annoyed. It's just a dumb idea.
But it comes back to our point about, if it's something that doesn't require creating a human connection, use it.
Absolutely.
If it's anything that requires creating an emotional bond with another person, it has to go.
It has to go.
It has to go, because that for me is where businesses are getting it completely wrong.
Yeah.
They're looking at all of the cost saving elements without understanding the psychology of what does it actually take to attract another human.
Exactly.
And again, come back to social media content. All of these brands that are getting rid of their copywriters, getting rid of their video editors, their videographers, because they're seeing this potential cost saving in letting AI do it.
Yeah.
They're not salespeople.
No.
They don't understand how to sell a business and what it takes.
I think I watched something on this. It was probably on YouTube that there actually a lot of companies are starting to now backtrack. And I reckon the same thing will happen with Nestle and their 16,000 jobs over 2 years. That is clearly driven by cost savings and profit. Understandable. That's what a business is there to do, is to make as much money for its shareholders as it possibly can. This seems like the golden ticket, so let's go for it. So many companies now, having looked at the analytics, mostly as a result of poor customer service and customers leaving as a result of their interaction with the company, are now backtracking on this stuff because it ain't as good as you think it is. And I think you're right. It comes down to, if there is something where you've got to have a human emotion, a human connection, then let it be a human connection, not with AI. And let AI deal with all of the other process-driven, boring shit.
When you ring up somewhere and you need to question something, query a price, find out about, how often do you let the automation thing do its thing and then either pick the option for speak to a human, or just actually say on the phone, speak to a human? How often do you do that?
Almost, probably after about a minute of being frustrated, and it doesn't take long, about a minute of getting frustrated with whichever system they're trying to guide me to use, I get pissed off and go hunting for a phone number.
Yeah.
Because it's just easier.
Yeah.
It used to really annoy me on before AI, where you're presented with Sky TV, for example, and you literally have to Google separately Sky TV's customer service number, please, because you can't actually find it on their damn website, because I just want to speak to a human. And I don't want to be taken down these 25 steps that you want to guide me down. Not interested. Just let me speak to a human.
It comes back to feeling.
Yeah.
Because we go into those situations with all types of different emotions. It could be happiness, it could be sadness, it could be anger, it could be frustration. Those automation systems go into things with one agenda, to just answer basic direct questions.
Yeah.
They can't feel, they can't understand, they can't listen to the challenges, they can't make judgments, business decisions.
Exactly.
They can't do any of that. So they just create more frustration, which ultimately leads to customer dissatisfaction, which ultimately leads to customers coming away.
The audience aren't laughing at us anymore. I think our level of banter has deteriorated.
Yeah, well, we'll get it back on the next one. I think this one it's quite a serious topic.
Yes.
Because jobs are, and you and I are faced in with that same
Well, I'm number 9 and 10
now.
on the list of 10 top jobs to go, so
I think I'm number 5.
Are you?
Well, on your list.
Yeah.
I wasn't on my list.
Well,
no.
That's why you chose that list.
But I have adapted. I've adapted.
To what?
I'm going to drive a bus for you.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I'm going to, because I can't afford to just drive a bus, I'm going to look to go one step further and be the head bus.
Are you?
Yeah, the bus head person.
Yeah, but what does the bus head person do? He probably just does.
Is
things
your
like,
boss.
Well, but he does things like scheduling and, it's right.
But
That's
he's
absolutely
still
right for automation.
Oh, true.
You've got to do, it's like Geoffrey Hinton says, the old godfather of AI. He says,
Episode coming up next.
week. He says, train to be a plumber. And I'm not sure whether we said it in this room or in the car, but I can speak from experience. It took me 4.5 hours to change the damn tap.
Yeah,
and there's no way a robot's going to do that.
Plumbing
is a good strategy now.
But then what if we all became plumbers?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? There's got to be a
issue.
rush to become a plumber because there's not that many vacancies.
It'd be a big issue.
And of course, as everyone hasn't got a job and YouTube is a thing these days, a lot of people learn how to be a plumber themselves for the jobs they need to do in their house. So
is that where you learn it?
Did I? No, I did. No, probably. I learnt from my dad.
You just
back in the day, where before the internet. It was, Dad, how'd you change a what's it called?
Anyway,
Tap?
we are well off track now. So
Can't remember what the subject was.
thank you for listening to the episode about what was the subject?
I don't know.
Jobs.
Jobs.
That
Was
are
this
going
a
to be
job?
replaced.
Oh, this was a job. Yeah. Okay.
We don't know. This is all prediction. About what job.
You're all doomed.
There's some sense in some of them. I would like to think that some of the ones on that list won't come to fruition.
Even a bus driver will be automated at some point, but I reckon I've got 10
Probably
years.
not before you retire.
No, I'm all right.
Or die. On that note, we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you are still here, which most of you probably aren't, but the one or two that are, thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Get us in your favourite listening places.